Hemp, pot, weed, cannabis. How we should call this plant? ABC, which of the words would be? Hemp, pot, Mary Jane. Will weed win the game? Ganja for a more exotic spot. But this takes us back to pot. ABCD, what's it gonna be? Read on and find the key. As mankind evolved, so did the names we use for various objects and plants that surround our day-to-day life. When it comes down to this particular plant we've been babbling about, people use names such as weed, hemp, marijuana, pot, or cannabis. But the question that pops up in the human mind mostly is, are we talking about the same plant? If the word you tend to use as a contemporary human is usually weed, then, according to the Cambridge Dictionary, you might learn that weed is used for any wild plant that grows in an unwanted place, especially in a garden or field where it prevents the cultivated plants from growing freely. Others use the term weed to refer to plants that have escaped cultivation. According to Clark and Merlin, in the book called Cannabis, Evolution and Ethnobotany, it is true that cannabis escaped from hemp fields and thrives as a feral plant or naturalized weed, especially in Central Asia, the place where it was discovered for the first time. There are also people who use the term weed to talk about a plant that is unwanted because it is considered troublesome or useless. What do you think about this affirmation? There might be some truth to it? Well, cannabis is in fact a troublesome plant, especially for farmers as well as officials enforcing laws prohibiting cultivation, possession, and use. But the truth is that cannabis has been around for many centuries and is for sure provided mankind with lots of good stuff, making it a valuable resource in terms of food, medicine, fiber, and religious rituals, which would be the opposite of useless. The word hemp, originally and formally, refers to Cannabis sativa, a tall Eurasian herb that is widely cultivated for its tough fiber. However, in contemporary and modern days, the term hemp has been used as a collective noun to represent additional fiber-bearing plants. And last but not least, one other noun used quite much would be the famous marijuana, or Mary Jane, which is common, often notorious nickname offered to this particular plant with tendencies of practice more towards the mind-altering area. There are many other ethnic names that refer to this plant, more specifically its mind-altering products such as grass, pot, hashish, ganja, and so on. To keep things quite simple, scientists placed all marijuana or true hemp plants in genus Cannabis, which in the end becomes our winner for the day. What word do you use most?